Now, you're in New York during that time of 9/11. Explain to us that whole thing. What was it like to be a human that day, and like what was the whole feeling and just the temperature? Obviously, it was a tough time, but from your eyes, your point of view, what was that like?
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
like everyone else, everybody
Yeah.
will never forget where we were and that day in particular. So I remember we had a sales meeting going on with one of the radio stations, and I get a phone call from one of our programming people heading out to that Long Island station
Right.
to work with them. And he's laughing and he goes, a plane just went into World Trade. And I go, a plane? What is this, Godzilla? So we're treating it like a joke. So then all of a sudden, my assistant comes flying in. She goes, Z100, one of the radio stations, their morning show's calling. It's an emergency. So I go, hey, what's going on? And those two stations, we were in Manhattan, 3 stations were in Manhattan, and 3 were right over the Hudson in New Jersey. So they said, another plane just went into the building. I go, another plane? What kind? And when they explained it, and that they watched it go right into the building, all of a sudden your world has changed. So now, as a leader of over 600 people in 5 different locations in 3 areas, 2 states and another county, what do I do? How do I keep it calm? How do I keep it together? How do I prevent any loss of life? How am I empathetic for all of our employees who might have or worried about a loved one who worked in Wall Street? And you don't have any training for that.
None, not at all.
So, I went in, I met with the sales team, and you could see the smoke coming up from downtown. We were in Midtown. Actually, it was the MTV building. If anybody's been in New York, that MTV building on the 41st floor. So, anyway, actually, I was wrong. It was in a building 2 blocks down on 44th and 43rd.
Strike that from the record.
Yeah. Strike that for the record.
Inside joke.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But I digress.
Yeah.
So anyway, I met with the sales team, found out if anybody had anyone down there. Then what I did was I immediately called corporate to let them know what the situation was. I didn't want them watching it on TV and not hear from their leader
Right.
what was going on. So I made a call to them. And then I went around to the 3 New York stations, which I could, just to calm everybody down, find out how they were feeling, and, find out about transportation, what we could do. And then I was on the phone with our head of program, who was based in across the river, New Jersey, and had him coordinate those 2 stations to make sure everything was okay. Get rid of everyone. The on-air personalities, to their credit, all stayed on.
Right.
And this is when you had full-time personalities,
Right.
live personalities, 24/7. So anyway, it was crazy, and we had a little tiny place in Manhattan, so it would have been impossible to get home
Right.
that night. So I remember just looking at everything out my window, and from there it was, okay, what are the essentials? So I immediately got my leadership team together, did assessments. Where are we? Let's understand where we are right now, and what is our primary mission? And that's actually number 1. What are we supposed to be doing?
Right.
And our primary mission was to ensure that everyone who is within our signal, this is pre-streaming,
Yeah.
within our signal, that we were providing relevant information to keep them safe and aware of what was going on.
Right.
So then next was, all right, so how do we accomplish that goal? So where are we? So we had 1 radio station on the top of World Trade, KTU. So we're able to get the FCC to move KTU to allow us to broadcast KTU from there. All the studios were shut down, so people had to go to Empire State Building where our other 4 signals were, and they created these mini studios. And so for a good month, it was every day check in the morning.
Right.
What do we have to do? and then check in at the day. Did we accomplish? Did we learn anything new? Do we have to evolve
Right.
what we were thinking of doing? And oh my God, the sky that morning was the brightest blue, cloudless sky. The weather was perfect, no humidity, and then that's the day it happens.
Yeah.